Over the years, the aviation and tourism industries have made remarkable progress. However, uncertainties happen when we face an overwhelming health crisis that greatly impacted a lot of sectors, including air transportation and tourism. Thus, identifying innovative ways and new forms of tourist acquisition will definitely help the recovery of the travel and tourism industries. Today, we're about to present to you our research proposal entitled An Assessment on the Potential of Mactan Cebu International Airport as a Quasi-Destination in the Philippines. The authors of this innovative research proposal are Aliana Lorraine F. Arevalo, Johanna Caroline D. Banutan, Trisha Hannah R. Leoncio, Micah A. Makatangay, Eunice Ann B. Subebe, and Andrea Jean B. Valdepeñas. Research Advisor, Dr. Leo Mendel Rosario, all from the Department of Aviation Tourism, Institute of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Philippine State College of Aeronautics.
This research study aims to assess the potential of Mactan Cebu International Airport as a quasi-destination by examining the revisit interest of transit passengers as influenced by the services and facilities available in the airport. The data will be obtained from the conducted online survey distributed to 50 respondents who transited before in Mactan Cebu International Airport. Following the APSI framework, a 5-point Likert scale was utilized to measure the level of awareness, performance, satisfaction, and influence brought by the airport's specific services and facilities to the passengers. Accordingly, the data gathered will be statistically analyzed through the use of ANOVA to measure the significant differences among groups and evaluate the services and facilities influence to the tourists and provide new market opportunities. Overall, this study concludes that Mactan Cebu International Airport qualifies as a quasi-destination, which is a transit location that has services and facilities from the airport, aiming to attract and stimulate the revisit interest of stopovers to revisit the hub city as a future tourist. This innovative study will therefore bring a substantial benefit to the airport itself, and the findings of the study will also extend to the local airports in the Philippines to accommodate more tourists and revive the major loss of market share in the local economy.
This study aims to examine the potential of Mactan Cebu International Airport to become a quasi-destination in the Philippines, thereby securing new market opportunities, increasing revenue, and promoting the host destination. This novel study will provide a significant benefit to the airport itself as well as to other local airports in the Philippines that are seeking to welcome more tourists in order to revive a substantial loss of market share in the local economy. The problem that this research seeks to address is the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic that has widely impacted both domestic and international tourism. This implies a pressing need to acquire other strategies and new forms of tourist acquisition to open new opportunities to revive the losing market share of the Philippines since the pandemic happened, as well as to promote the host destination. To address this problem, the study will gather data on the interest-generating facilities and services of Mactan Cebu International Airport through conducting online survey questionnaire based on the APSI framework. The information will be used as the basis to improve the currently existing facilities and services to stimulate the revisit interest of stopovers. Thus, the proposed study will entail the conversion potential of Mactan Cebu International Airport as a transit hub into becoming the first quasi-destination in the Philippines. It will provide a significant contribution to both public and private aviation tourism entities, as this is the first study in the Philippines that will examine the potential of Mactan Cebu International Airport to open windows of opportunity that will generate revenue as a quasi-destination in the event of a local economic crisis. The findings of this study will contribute to the promotion of various local destinations throughout the country by recognizing and analyzing the potential of services and facilities available in Mactan Cebu International Airport.
First, what are the demographic profiles of the respondents in terms of the following name, age, employment status, type of traveler, year of transit experience, purpose of travel, and transit time. Second, what are the respondents' level of awareness in terms of the following facilities and services provided by Mactan Cebu International Airport? Third, what is the level of performance concerning the actual experience of respondents with Mactan Cebu International Airport's employees, airline staff, facilities, and services? Fourth, how satisfied are respondents with their actual experience at Mactan Cebu International Airport as compared to their original perceptions about the facilities and services? Fifth, what is the level of influence to which the facilities and services at Mactan Cebu International Airport will determine respondents' intention of revisiting Cebu as a stayover tourist in the future? The following hypotheses will be tested in this study. First, the facilities and services will show a potential effect for Mactan Cebu International Airport to become a quasi-destination according to the results of the survey. Second, the facilities and services will not show a potential effect for Mactan Cebu International Airport to become a quasi-destination according to the results of the survey.
The paradigm shows the framework for input, process, and output of the research study. The first frame reflects the inputs involving the demographic profile of the respondents according to name, age, employment status, type of traveler, year of transit experience, purpose of travel, transit times, and the levels of awareness, performance, satisfaction, and influence regarding the services and facilities of the Mactan Cebu International Airport. Moreover, the second frame is the process to be used, which requires the Likert survey and statistical analysis to be analyzed and presented in order to formulate solutions and generate answers for the research problems presented. The output therefore presents the possible outcome of the research, recommendations such as marketing strategy, operation and management policy, as well as the additional facilities and services suggestions. The online survey questionnaire will be distributed to 50 respondents who had a transit flight to Mactan Cebu International Airport. In the survey, the 5-point Likert scale will be used in accordance with the APSI framework to measure the transit passengers' awareness, performance, satisfaction, and influence with regard to the airport's and destination-specific services and facilities. And then, analyze the data obtained from the survey conducted through ANOVA statistical analysis.
For the validity of this research proposal, here are the references that we will be using.
Here is the sample of the Likert survey that the study will be using to gather data from the respondents. This online survey questionnaire is divided into 4 sections. The first section includes the title and the abstract of the study. This form will collect email addresses for additional references, thus it also includes the survey terms and conditions before proceeding to the next section. The second section includes questions about the respondents' demographic profile and additional affiliated questions regarding the study. The third section includes the questions with regards to the respondents' level of awareness, performance, satisfaction, and influence based on their transit experience at Mactan Cebu International Airport. With regards to the facilities offered in Mactan Cebu International Airport, this includes the Airport Hotel or Airtel Cebu, the lounges, prayer rooms, play area, business center, and information desk. While the services or activities offered in Mactan Cebu International Airport includes flight and ground attendance hospitality, welcome activities, visiting souvenir and retail shops, dining at local restaurants, massages, Cebu Airport transfer services, internet kiosks, Wi-Fi and mobile charging stations, exhibits, innovative displays, interactive floor projections, and augmented realities. While the last section includes questions regarding the respondents' experience at Mactan Cebu International Airport.